What's up, people? Tech here, bringing another reaction video to My Hero Academy Season 5, Episode 3, Clash. Yeah, God, I can't even talk. Class A versus Class B. God, the way it has the title was fucking me up. Class A versus Class B. There we go. Jesus. So it sounds like it could be a bad thing, could be a good thing, could be another tournament thing like in Season 2, I believe. Sorry if I'm not talking about the right season, apologize. But let's get right into this and see what it means by clash. Remember, Deku had this dream. I did say he might, it's alright to keep it to himself and only tell like All Might, but at the same time I kind of felt like that's probably not a good idea either.
Foolish little brother.
They could be wrong.
Why do you resist me?
That voice, I'll never forget it. All for one.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm done. Hold up.
I will give you everything you want if you agree to join me. You have my word. Choice to those without power. Mercy to those who have sinned. You've stopped eating again. You're disintegrating into nothing.
Brother, I refuse to become the man you want me to be.
Reality doesn't follow stock plots. I believe it's time you finally bend to my cause. I'll rewrite your story as well. Because you are dear to me, brother.
Let me go!
I've found a meta power for you. Even your
After this talk, I want to say something about that particular line.
You will join me.
Please, brother! You're the ninth wielder, right?
Ninth?
I'm sorry, I wanted to show you more. You're barely using 20% of the power
Ninth?
yet. Be careful. We're long past the singularity point. Don't be afraid. You are not alone.
Okay. So I want to say something. What Overhaul said about I'll rewrite your story or something rewrite or bring you back or something like that. I can't remember what he particularly said, but I'm starting to kind of wonder if, weirdly enough, that his brother is actually died but came back as a completely different character. So let's say hypothetically any of these characters in Class A are actually him in disguise, or not even that, as a new person. So let's give an example. Bakugo. So it's not this person he's been saving, thinking that is his best friend, that Deku's been thinking his friend and everything, is actually this Overall's brother, just in a different kid disguise. I mean, it's not real, you know. I mean, I could be wrong, but the way Overhaul said that to him before supposedly killing him kind of makes me wonder. Haven't seen this guy for a minute. The one that can control you to move. Because he almost made Deku lose a tournament one time. And then all of a sudden all these faces showed up that you couldn't see figures of. And he was able to use, I think, 100% of his power. And was able to control himself back to fight this guy. And then two of them are still blurred out too. I noticed that too in his dream. It actually... Oh, God. Alright. So it shows all the wielders of the One for All, but two of them at the end, in the very beginning.
After that dream, I couldn't go back to sleep.
Midoriya, what was that sound? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, nothing to see here. Everything is, fine, I promise.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear, why such a ruckus? Perhaps you haven't had enough cheese.
That's probably it. Sorry for waking you up.
Even though it was a dream, I remember it vividly. The moment
weird
my
dream
eyes
too.
closed, it was over.
Because in a weird way, Overhaul's brother actually talked to you.
In that last instant, I saw the predecessors reaching out to me.
But two, in the very back. Who are those two, is the question. The main thing I'm stuck on. Wow, he really didn't go to sleep at all. I've had times where I've had anxiety, for example, and I could not go to sleep until like 7 or 8 in the morning, so I can see where you'd be coming from, except the dream part. Imagine if people had dreams like these in real life, it'd be crazy.
You've seen them, right?
Not just this particular thing, but whatever
You saw the
happens.
spirits of those who wielded our quirk?
Like I hypothetically had a dream of how dinosaurs
I learned
actually
from my master,
vanished,
my
like
predecessor,
like
that is, about the existence of
got
vestiges.
extinct.
That's
And it
why
wasn't
we
by a
don't know
meteor, it was
how
by
it
like
functions.
aliens
Witnessed
coming by
its
and
history.
abducting them all. Obviously
The memory
not, but
stopped after the first wielder was given the quirk.
that'd be crazy.
Then he spoke to me about how I'm only using 20%. And something he called the singularity. He was looking right at me.
And actually talking to you
When I
too.
first saw them during the sports festival, you said they were like ghosts. that
Sports
didn't have
festival.
intentions. But I think they wanted something from me.
He spoke with the first wielder. I didn't experience it like you did.
Oh.
You know everything my master told me. Based on what I know, this phenomenon has only happened to you.
And one of those people is
Nah, what you saw wasn't a dream. It was the vestiges.
But Master, what does that mean? Do you know?
One for All has had many users, and now they're stored within it. They each had their own goals in life. Heroes that they wanted to become. Feelings are what fuel
holy cow,
power
dude. Sorry,
to-
barely got off work about an hour
That's
ago.
just the way the world works. The emotions of those who cultivated One for All are woven into the ability itself. At least that's what I think.
Sounds like something out of the occult.
More like hopeful thinking. If the battle for justice leads to my death, maybe we'll meet each other again inside of One for All. Like
Huh.
I said, hopeful.
So his welder
Oh my-
I gave it to him. This fucking bitch.
So you accidentally powered up and that woke you. Were you hurt?
No, I'm
Let me show the video.
I'm happy to
Okay.
hear that.
I thought it was a picture thing. It popped up.
Right now, the only thing I can
Oh, that shit pisses me off when it does that.
Last night. And what about the singularity?
Okay.
There's a rumor about something like that. The quirk singularity doomsday theory. or
Sorry,
whatever.
people.
Quirks mix and evolve as they
If
pass
that
down
annoys
through
anybody.
generations. Kids end up a combination of their parents. The theory goes that this will lead to stronger, more complex powers someday. Extraordinary abilities that nobody will be able to control. Which makes some sense.
It's
Why was he more
still
focused on
the
Shudo
cause
with
of
that?
this event or
That was weird.
something
It was like
extremely
Shudo as a kid, then older with his sisters and brothers, and then
Smallest
him
detail
with.
could be helpful.
Let me think. There were two figures I couldn't make out.
Yep.
Oh, and you were kind of a glowy blur. Maybe it's because you're still relatively new.
Wait a minute.
You think that's how it works?
Sorry.
No, that
Captain,
would make sense.
But your guess
No, that
is
can't
as
make
good as
sense.
mine in this. What's important is that you
No.
remember One for All is your ally.
So
Keep investigating this together.
Right.
I'm so
we just do our
confused.
best. Oh, one more thing.
I just had a thought
What's
about
your
something.
old master?
You know, she reminds me of my predecessor.
She does? Wait, how so?
It's the hairstyle.
It showed him glowing, right?
Sure.
Oh my.
She was so beautiful.
I know. You've got practical
But
training this afternoon. Better go.
After him was Deku. So shouldn't one of those glowing people that we can't find out who they are? Shouldn't one of them technically be Deku? And then the other one, we don't know what it is. Nobody was a holder prior to Deku yet, or at least we know of.
Nothing. No special treatment or funny business.
For all we know, one time when All Might was asleep, somebody could have took a piece of strand of his hair and
You
took
didn't have
it.
to put it that way.
Hey, Shinso! Are
Shinso.
you hanging out with Mr. Aizawa? I hope you're learning a lot from him.
Oh, I am. Midoriya, you should start warming up. It's
Oh.
going to be a busy day.
Yes, sir.
Is that a way of saying training or Sucho? Sorry if I can't pronounce his name right. Helping out fighting.
Don't you get cold like
His
that,
skills are
Cowboy?
better.
You got that.
But I want to talk about that whole thing it showed at the end of this video. Better to do that because I got a long thing to say about
Never
that.
could've dropped so much.
Everyone's costumes have changed since we
About the whole
started.
dream and then what
They've adapted just as
All
well.
Might told him.
You're a champ. I'm surprised you lasted through the summer and all that gear.
Kachan's is different too.
Huh? If you've got something to say, then say it to my face, nerd, while I'm blasting yours!
How does it work? Do the gauntlets come equipped with a heat generator? Since your sweat glands are used as weapons, it's a really smart modification to combat the cold. I'm impressed.
Stop praising my suit!
Yours may have changed the most out of everyone's, Midoriya. How much new stuff?
I mean,
you
it kind of
I
has.
had to upgrade because I learned some new moves. The gloves are definitely gonna come in handy. Actually, these are the 2.0 versions. Hatsume made adjustments to the original design that made them even stronger.
She's incredibly talented.
What are you doing? Look
Punched
who
herself.
you have here.
She was imaging some weird stuff.
Well, yourselves as always.
But if you looked at the off topic of that situation,
There you are. We've been looking forward
if you
to
even
this.
notice that Deku didn't really pay attention to that, but more just kind of like,
I'm
whoa,
not sure why.
you have
There's
no
way
concern.
you stand a chance against us in this exercise.
Deku will be yours one day.
Come on, Class A. Let's see who's best once and for
Oh,
all.
so there is going to be a fight battle.
Class 1B. Yosutsu Awase.
Don't know them.
Sen Kaibar.
I think we've seen him before.
Tokaru Kamakiri.
Not sure about these two.
Shirai Kuroriro. Itsuka
Her,
Endo.
obviously, but her, not sure.
Yui Kodai. Kinako
Her we
Koguri.
do, her we
Mara
don't.
Shiozaki. Terota Shishida.
Not sure about these two.
Urandiki Shoda. Pony
These guys
Shiro.
actually look pretty cool for Class B,
Kosei
honestly.
Tatsu 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 Tatsu.
We know him, not her.
Satsuno Tokage. Manga Fukudashi.
Not sure about those two.
Juzo Honemuki. Kojiro
And then the
Gogo.
asshole.
Nato Monoma. Reiko Yanagi.
Not sure. I think we've seen that girl though
You
before.
might want to take a closer look at this survey. I took it at the festival and it came
He's
right
still a
in.
prick.
I asked what was better, Class A's pathetic attempt at being rockstar.
I'm kinda
or
concerned,
Class
though,
B's obviously
as I
superior
kinda
play.
think about it,
Oh, what's this?
that
We won
he's an
by 2
asshole,
votes?
but he's a
You
bad
guys have
guy.
been hogging the spotlight
Like, he's
ever since
working
we
for
started
the
school
League of
by your
Villains in
standing
some
around
weird way.
campus is trash.
Seriously? Did we somehow blow up the fact
Just because the way he is all the time with his asshole shit.
Class A versus Class B, our first joint combat training. You're finished.
That's enough.
Stranglehold.
Oh wow, he's the one that did something this time about it. I thought the girl was gonna come up and
Who's
chop
going to
him
be joining us?
I'll murder him.
Is it a thing?
because I thought that was more. I thought that was the coolest thing to do to
This
him.
person is
Knock him
interested
out.
in switching to the hero track. From General Studies Class C, Hitoshi Shinso.
Class C. I don't know why I thought he was part of Class B too. I was like, I noticed it didn't show him, but no, he's a completely different class. Class C. How many classes are there again? A, B, C.
Shinso will be joining in on your training. He's hoping to be one of you, so treat him as you would any classmate.
He mentioned that before the sports festival.
Is that one of Mr. Aizawa's capture scarves?
The mask looks special.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
Welcome to the fight.
You'll be brainwashed if you talk to him, Mesame.
A powerful quirk.
Wait one sec. Midoriya got brainwashed once, but he snapped out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was honestly kind of an accident, though. Come to think of it, the first time I saw the vestiges of One for All was when I was under Shinso's control.
It was. Actually, it was. That is what I was talking about. But at that time, he didn't know all the figures it showed. Now he knows some of them, except the two.
Well, Shinso, why don't you say a few words?
He looks pretty badass now.
Your quirk is brainwashing? That's so cool. Imagine all the cool stuff you could do controlling people. Yeah, you could do any bad thing you want.
And no one would ever know it was you. Just promise you won't make us your slaves, okay?
Everyone says that. I'm Hitoshi Shinso.
I already faced some of you as opponents during the sports festival. But we're not friends just because we fought before. I don't subscribe to that sort of sportsmanship. We're still competing to be the best. And I'm already countless steps behind.
I need to prove
At least he can
myself.
admit to that and fair to what he's saying. But I have a concern about this guy. As it's showing him again in the series after this happened back in like season 2 or something. Season 1. Sorry if I get seasons wrong on it.
Then I can use my powers to help citizens in need. All of you are hurdles I must overcome.
I want to say some stuff about his conversation he's doing.
Thanks for having me.
He wants to help people and I don't know. I feel like he's more doing this in a villain way. I don't want to think of it that way, but I feel like he wants to be more of a villain, but is pretending to say he would help people in need and stuff like that.
Shouldn't we be getting on with this, Vlad?
Like, there's a couple students I would say I would feel like are actually villains, pretending to be good, but working for the league for all we know. We already know of one, that fucking teacher. I don't think he's a teacher, just a hero. The one that has the red wings, forgot his name, working for the League of Villains. And I was like, fuck this guy.
Impossible to divide the teams equally, which is why he'll be participating in 2 matches. 1 time with us and 1 time with Class A. In other words, 2 of the 5 matches will be tied against 4. Prepare yourselves.
That's super unfair for the smaller team.
It's probably more of a disadvantage to have the inexperienced Shinso on your side.
Okay.
The larger teams will have the advantage in numbers, but also a handicap. Listen closely to the scenario. You're all hero agencies trying to capture a villainous organization. Consider your
Sorry, I had to grab something because I want to memorize what I fucking want to talk about after this
They
episode.
do say villains are organizing one of these days.
Keeping it nice and simple.
Oh, we're heroes, but we're villains to the opposing team? I've lost this sort of roleplay before!
This does go against your nature.
In your team's base camp, you'll find an adorably decorated prison. Once you put your enemies behind bars, that will count as a capture. Who designed that thing?
It would be most efficient to try and disarm our opponents and capture them near their own bases.
But I doubt it'll be that easy when we get down to it.
So we gotta capture 4 losers. Is that what you meant when you said disadvantage? Huh?
Well, your team might not be used to fighting together. And if 4 people on one of the 5-person teams are captured, that will be considered a loss.
You're making us haul around excess baggage? That's some bullcrap. Hey now, don't be mean about it.
It's fine. He makes a fair point.
Your understanding just makes us look like a bunch of jerks.
Now, draw your lots. Your turn, Shinso. You'll join 1 team from each class.
Lots B and lots A.
Let's have some fun out there, man. This is gonna be awesome. Get pumped.
Tell us more details about your quirk.
I bet girls kind of dig that smirk. You rake them in, huh?
Let's win.
You're a perfect addition. Let's destroy the always in danger Class A and humiliate them. Take a lesson from us.
Now, sorry if I missed a little bit what the teacher was talking about. So he technically gets to work for both sides.
Annihilate these egomaniacs.
Class B.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's what he's able to do.
Rematch since the sports festival, huh?
And if I got it wrong, I apologize.
Questions about the
Since I had to grab a piece of paper, I didn't hear that little bit part. Apologize.
I can't wait to see how he fights. I wonder what new abilities he learned.
Where were you keeping that?
For real.
I finally reached it. My starting line.
Like, even that thing he's putting on his face makes it seem villain, can't say it right, villainous, I can't even say it right, but makes him look like he's more turning into a villain than a good guy. But it's just a outfit thing, so it could just be that, just to look cool. But most people do stuff like that
Class A has definitely gotten stronger.
that I've seen from other
So many
animes
different crises.
are usually villains. They end up being
Look at their
villains.
grades. Class B has actually improved more than they have. It's probably because they were able to cover the curriculum since they didn't run into outside trouble. They've been
To be
getting
fair,
better
they did
steady
train.
grade. Class A has turned disasters into strength, while Class B has taken a more traditional.
We only know about
approach
her
to their
and then
studies.
him.
This will be good.
Fighters, take your marks.
You're really into this.
And start.
So everybody's going all at once. It's not just 4 versus 4 or whatever the versus was, and then the next group of 4, next group like that.
The other
Is
team's
it?
different abilities, but let's try to stick close together.
Could be
There's
wrong.
plenty of numbers
See what
after
happens.
all.
Also, he's camouflage. If you know where to look, you can still see him.
heard, but don't you think I could just separate from you guys and let off 1,000,000 volts or something?
Yeah, but what if they knock you out with a sneak attack? No backup.
And you don't know any of the quirks. I mean, we know some of their quirks, but a lot of the Class A's quirks we don't. Like, we know hers.
Her quirk's amazing. She kicked my butt.
She did. We know hers, we know his, but he's part of both sides, so.
My dude Shinso, you get it.
It's the obvious plan.
If I'm right.
If we're hoping
He might
to
be
do
only on
something
one
about
side or the
Amara
other, but
first, then
like I
they're
said, I
probably
didn't hear that
thinking the
part.
same thing about Kaminari and
Apologize.
his dangerous attacks. Also, even though he has less experience, they'll want to avoid Shinso's quirk.
I'm counting on you guys to keep me
Facts.
safe.
And then we can set things up so Kaminari and Shinso get to do their things.
Oh, okay, his quirk. Whew. I thought birds were attacking already from somebody.
Did they find her?
Shiozaki's to our left, alone.
Alright,
She's using her vines to feel out her surroundings as she heads this way.
so kind of like what you did with the birds. She's doing vines to seek out you guys. Could be wrong on that, but I think that's what she's doing. And that's why they were able to find you. Because of that.
Both of them? That's not good.
We knew you guys.
This is actually cool. I like this season so far. Not even only the third episode in.
Also that you would likely be most
I don't know why I just have the intensity to be like, this is going to be an awesome season.
Boy, I crawled through the shadows to find you. If we let your team prepare, then you might have been able to unleash a devastating shock attack. So we opted for a direct
I mean,
approach.
true, but
I sniffed you out with my
it's not like they thought you guys had the ability to seek them out quickly.
Jirota Shishida, quirk, beast. This feral mode drastically increases his strength, hearing, sight, and ability to sniff things out. It
Oh.
also causes him to go a little berserk.
Oh, so he can sniff things out, so maybe he found them himself without the vine girl.
Friends around, can you? You don't want to shock them. I trained my quirk and got a new move. Air prison. A solitary cell that won't allow any sound in.
No sound?
Take them down, Shishida.
So you can't hear him when they talk to him? That's actually cool.
The monster's gonna murder me. Wait, did you get brainwashed? It
He
sounded
did.
Like
Didn't he?
Shinso somehow talked with my voice. Huh? Wait, what is that mask?
Wait.
Vocal modulator. Persona chords.
Hoping it doesn't get copyright for that a little bit. But wait, what? So the mask helped him do something? Yo, I gotta do more reactions to this season. Like, just that alone just made me feel hyped to just go straight to the next episode. So wait, the mask did something? The face thing? Okay, so I think, okay, I forgot now as I think about it now. He's able to, I forgot what they called it. He's able to trick you or control you when he hears you talk. That's what if I remember, because Deku, he started talking to him in the tournament, in the sports festival, I think it was, and he was able to control Deku because Deku talked to him, if I'm right. Or I can't remember how that went particularly, but I think he can only control you if you talk. But I think he found a new way to do it now, if originally that's how he was able to do it. Sorry. But anyways, the things I wanted to talk about, I wrote on the paper. Him being a bad guy. I kind of have concern for him, though, being bad. Even though he talks about saving people, helping people out, I feel like he's really going to be a bad guy, which that's going to suck, because he looks pretty badass to be a good guy. And then the other thing was the Deku dream. When All Might was talking to Deku, and you couldn't see two of those figures, but then I guess, so in the order that Deku seed the characters in his dream, the first one it showed was the girl that handed it over to All Might, and then All Might was at the other end, close next to the other two shadows. So I guess the order of how people got their quirks, the All Might, all one for all, not All Might, all one for all, isn't in order like it should be. Because originally it would have been probably those two people that we don't know about are actually first, then the girl, then All Might. No, it can't. That one, no. No, those other people, those other 3 guys I think it showed would be before her, because it went to her, then the All Might, then the Deku. So those other 3 guys that showed are before even her, and then the 2 shadows are probably even before them. So those shadows, let's say it was them first, those 3 guys, the girl, All Might, Deku. Okay, that makes sense as I think of it that way, because I was about to be so confused and be like, wait, if it went to her, that means these other people in front of her, beside her, had it first, before All Might originally did, and then it went to All Might, and then supposedly went from All Might to these 2 shadows before it even went to Deku. So that means there's 2 other people we don't know about that actually have the power before even Deku did. That's how I was thinking of it. But if you think about it that way, could be true, but the actual way is the other way I just said of who went, those guys, the girl, then All Might, then Deku. Sorry if I confused the out of you guys on that. I even confused out of myself just talking about it right now. But definitely can't wait for episode 4. I want to see now what happened with that. And his name's Shinzo, because it says make it happen, Shinzo, for next episode. But I think that was his name. Maybe I'm dumb. I have to listen again. But anyways, I'll find more reaction videos. Peace. See you people next time.